Welcome to Eternal Philosophies. In ancient Greece, inspiration was considered divine, a gift from the gods, and no figures embodied this sacred force more than the Nine Muses. These daughters of Zeus and Mnemosyne were the goddesses of art, science, and memory. They didn't just inspire creativity, they defined it. Today at Eternal Philosophies, we'll explore their origins, their roles, and the stories that made them eternal symbols of human imagination. Who were the Muses? The Muses were born from Zeus, king of the gods, and Mnemosyne, the titaness of memory. For 9 nights, Zeus visited Mnemosyne, and from their union came 9 daughters, each representing a unique realm of creativity and knowledge. Raised by Apollo, god of music and poetry, the Muses were nurtured in the arts and sciences. They lived on Mount Helicon or Mount Parnassus, but often visited Olympus to entertain the gods with their songs and dances. Their influence extended far beyond divine realms. They inspired mortals to create art, preserve history, explore science, and celebrate life through music and storytelling. The 9 Muses and their domains. Each muse had her own domain, her own symbols, and even her name carried meaning. Let's meet them. Calliope. The eldest muse represented epic poetry and eloquence. Her name means beautiful voice, fitting for someone who inspired works like Homer's Iliad and Odyssey. Calliope is often depicted with a writing tablet or a laurel crown, a symbol of heroism. She's also said to be the mother of Orpheus, the legendary musician whose songs could move even the gods. Clio. Clio was the muse of history. Her name means to celebrate, or to make famous, reflecting her role in preserving humanity's greatest achievements. She is often shown with a scroll or a book, symbols of recorded knowledge, and a trumpet to announce great deeds. Clio is also credited with introducing the Phoenician alphabet to Greece. Erato. Erato inspired love poetry and songs about passion. Her name means lovely or desired, fitting for a goddess who celebrated romance. She's often depicted holding a lyre or crowned with roses, the perfect image of poetic love. Euterpe. Known as the Muse of Music, Euterpe brought joy through melodies. Her name means giver of delight, reflecting how music uplifts the soul. She is credited with inventing wind instruments like the flute, and is often shown playing one. Melpomene. Melpomene was the muse of tragedy. Her name means to sing, but ironically she inspired stories of sorrow and human resilience. She is depicted holding a tragic mask or wearing cothurni, boots worn by actors in tragic plays. Polymnia. Polymnia was the muse of sacred hymns and meditation. Her name means many hymns, fitting for her role in inspiring religious ceremonies and spiritual reflection. Often portrayed deep in thought or leaning on a pillar, she represents introspection. Terpsichore. The muse of dance and choral singing, Terpsichore's name means delight in dance. She embodies grace in movement and is often shown dancing or playing a lyre. Thalia. Thalia was the muse of comedy and pastoral poetry. Her name means blooming or festive, reflecting her joyful nature. She's depicted with a comic mask or a shepherd's staff, symbols of lighthearted entertainment. Urania. Urania was the muse of astronomy. Her name means heavenly or celestial, fitting for someone who guided humanity's gaze toward the stars. Dressed in blue robes adorned with stars, she holds a celestial globe and compass, symbols of cosmic exploration, stories and myths associated with the Muses. The Muses weren't just passive symbols, they played active roles in Greek mythology and culture. Here are some fascinating stories about them. The contest between the Muses and the Sirens. In one myth, the Muses competed against the Sirens in a singing contest judged by the gods. The Sirens sang beautifully, but couldn't match the divine harmony of the Muses' voices. As punishment for their arrogance, the Sirens lost their feathers to the Muses, who used them to craft crowns for themselves. Calliope as mediator. When Aphrodite and Persephone quarreled over Adonis's love, it was Calliope who mediated their dispute with her eloquence. Her wisdom brought peace between two powerful goddesses, a testament to her role as a voice of reason. The inspiration behind Hesiod's theogony. Hesiod claimed that while tending his sheep on Mount Helicon, he was visited by the Muses themselves. They gifted him a laurel staff as a symbol of poetic authority and inspired him to write Theogony, one of Greece's foundational works on mythology. The creation of Hippocrene Spring. According to legend, Pegasus, the winged horse, struck Mount Helicon with his hoof, creating Hippocrene Spring. This sacred fountain became a source of inspiration for poets who sought divine guidance from the Muses. Legacy across time. The influence of the Muses extends far beyond ancient Greece. Words like museum, a place dedicated to preserving art, and music trace their origins back to these goddesses. They've been depicted in Renaissance paintings, celebrated in literature, and remain symbols of inspiration today. The Nine Muses remind us that creativity is not just an act, it's a connection to something greater than ourselves. They symbolize memory, imagination, and expression, a timeless dance that continues to shape our world today. If you enjoyed this journey into mythology and inspiration, don't forget to give this video a like, it helps us grow, and subscribe to Eternal Philosophies for more explorations into timeless ideas. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode.